The jungle is alive, it hums with insects, monkeys chatter in the canopy, the air is thick and heavy. This is the heart of the Guianas, it's a land of mystery and adventure. For centuries, tales have been told of a lost city of gold hidden deep within these jungles. This is the legend of El Dorado. The name El Dorado means the gilded one. It was said to be a powerful king who covered himself in gold dust. The legend drew explorers from across the globe. They were lured by the promise of unimaginable riches. It was a dangerous pursuit. Many met their end in the unforgiving jungle, but still, the legend persisted. The Guianas became synonymous with this quest for El Dorado. Spanish conquistadors, British adventurers, and Dutch traders all searched for the fabled city. The reality was different. The real treasures of the Guianas were not made of gold. They were the land itself. The legend of El Dorado was a powerful siren song. It drew European powers to the shores of the Guianas. The Spanish arrived first. They were followed by the Dutch, the British, and the French. Each nation saw an opportunity in the Guianas. They were willing to fight for it. The early days of exploration were fraught with danger. The jungle was a formidable foe. It was filled with disease, wild animals, and hostile tribes. But the promise of gold was too strong to resist. Explorers ventured deep into the interior. They mapped rivers, scaled mountains, and braved treacherous rapids. One such explorer was Sir Walter Raleigh. He was an English adventurer who made 2 expeditions to the Guianas. Raleigh was convinced that El Dorado existed. He believed it lay in a hidden city called Manoa. Raleigh never found his city of gold, but his writings about the Guianas captured the imaginations of Europeans. The quest for El Dorado had come at a heavy cost. The fight for the Guianas was a clash of titans. Spain, with its early dominance in the New World, saw the region as an extension of its empire. The Dutch, masters of trade and navigation, coveted the Guiana's strategic location. The British, ever expanding their colonial reach, saw the potential for sugar plantations and wealth. And the French, seeking a foothold in South America, were drawn to the region's resources. The jungle itself played a role in this struggle. It was a battleground and a barrier. The dense rainforest made it difficult for European powers to establish a firm hold. It also provided refuge for escaped slaves and indigenous tribes resisting conquest. The empires clashed, not just on land but also at sea. The Caribbean was a hotbed of piracy. Privateers, operating with the blessing of their respective crowns, raided ships and settlements. The Dutch, known for their trading prowess and maritime skills, managed to establish a strong presence in the Guianas. They were less interested in conquering vast territories like the Spanish. The Dutch focused on establishing trading posts and plantations. Their main objective was to exploit the region's resources for profit. The Dutch West India Company, a powerful trading enterprise, played a key role in shaping the destiny of the Guianas. This company wielded immense power. They had their own army and navy. They negotiated treaties and waged wars. Their primary interest was in sugar. The Dutch established vast sugar plantations. These plantations were labor-intensive. They relied on a brutal system of slavery. Africans were forcibly brought to the Guianas. Section 5, a history written in sugar and spices. The lure of wealth brought a new wave of exploitation. Sugar, the white gold of the Caribbean, fueled the colonial enterprise in the Guianas. The fertile lands and tropical climate were perfect for sugarcane cultivation. Vast plantations sprouted across the landscape. They were a testament to greed and human suffering. The demand for sugar in Europe was insatiable. It sweetened tea and coffee. It was used in confectionery and preserves. It even fueled the production of rum. This demand came at a high price. The price was paid in human lives. The indigenous populations, decimated by disease and conflict, were unable to meet the labor demands of the plantations. European powers turned to a new source of labor-enslaved Africans. The transatlantic slave trade brought millions of Africans to the Americas. They were forced to work on the sugar plantations. Section 6, the spectre of slavery. The horrors of slavery left an indelible mark on the Guianas. The transatlantic slave trade brought millions of Africans to the region. They were stripped of their freedom, their names, and their dignity. They were treated as chattel, bought and sold like commodities. Life on the plantations was brutal, working conditions were harsh, punishments were severe, families were torn apart. Yet, despite the horrors they endured, the enslaved Africans found ways to resist. They held on to their traditions, their music and their stories. They passed them down through generations. The abolition of slavery in the 19th century was a watershed moment, but the fight for true equality and justice continued. The legacy of slavery continues to shape the social and economic realities of the Guianas. It's a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of confronting the past. Section 7. 3 Guianas, 3 worlds. While linked by history and geography, the 3 Guianas, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana, evolved into distinct entities. Each possesses its own unique cultural blend, political landscape, and relationship with its colonial past. Guyana, the only English-speaking nation in South America, gained independence from Britain in 1966. Its population is a mix of African, Indian, Amerindian, and European descent. The country's economy is largely dependent on agriculture, mining, and forestry. Suriname, nestled between Guyana and French Guiana, gained independence from the Netherlands in 1975. It boasts the most diverse population in South America. Dutch is the official language, but over 20 languages are spoken. Suriname's economy relies heavily on the export of gold, oil, and aluminum. French Guiana, an overseas department of France, remains closely tied to Europe. It's home to the European Space Agency's launch site in Kourou. Section 8. Guyana, Land of Giants. Guyana, often referred to as the land of many waters, is a nature lover's paradise. It boasts pristine rainforests, mighty rivers and towering waterfalls. It's here you'll find Kaieteur Falls, one of the most powerful waterfalls in the world. It's 5 times higher than Niagara Falls. This small nation is home to a rich diversity of flora and fauna. Giant anteaters, jaguars, harpy eagles and giant river otters are just a few of the creatures that call Guyana home. It's a place where adventure awaits around every corner. But Guyana's beauty is more than just skin deep. It's home to a vibrant culture, a mix of indigenous traditions and colonial influences. Music, dance, and storytelling are integral parts of Guyanese life. Venture into the heart of Guyana's rainforest and you're likely to encounter the descendants of the country's first inhabitants, the Amerindians. Section 9. Suriname, a tapestry of cultures. Suriname, a melting pot of cultures, is a testament to its complex history. Indigenous tribes, African slaves, Indian indentured laborers, Chinese shopkeepers, and Dutch colonists have all contributed to the rich cultural tapestry of this small nation. Paramaribo, the capital city, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It boasts a unique blend of Dutch colonial architecture and Creole wooden houses. The city is a sensory feast. The air is filled with the aroma of spices, the sounds of different languages, and the vibrant colors of traditional clothing. Suriname's cultural diversity is reflected in its cuisine, from spicy Indonesian dishes to hearty Dutch stews. Surinamese food is a delicious fusion of flavors. The country is also known for its vibrant music scene. Kaseko, a traditional music genre, blends African rhythms with European melodies. Venture outside the capital and you'll encounter Suriname's wild side. Section 10. French Guiana, Europe's outpost in the Amazon. French Guiana stands apart from its neighbors. It's an overseas department of France. French is the official language. The euro is the currency. This small piece of Europe in South America offers a unique blend of European sophistication and Amazonian wilderness. Kourou, a coastal town, is home to the Guiana Space Center. It's a major spaceport operated by the European Space Agency. The sight of rockets launching into space from this tropical location is a testament to the unique blend of cultures and technologies in French Guiana. But French Guiana is more than just a spaceport. The country's interior is covered in dense rainforest, home to a diverse array of flora and fauna. The rainforest is protected by a network of national parks and reserves. Section 11. The Guianas today, where adventure awaits. The Guianas today stand at a crossroads. They are grappling with the legacies of their past while looking towards the future. The allure of El Dorado, though faded, still lingers. It's now the promise of ecotourism, sustainable development and cultural preservation that beckons. The Guianas offer a unique travel experience. It's a chance to step off the beaten path and discover a region of raw beauty, cultural diversity, and untamed wilderness. From the cascading waters of Kaiatua Falls to the vibrant streets of Paramaribo, the Guianas offer something for everyone. But the Guianas are also facing challenges. Deforestation, illegal mining, and climate change threaten the region's delicate ecosystems and the livelihoods of its people. The hope is that the Guianas can embrace a future where conservation and sustainable development go hand in hand, preserving their natural and cultural treasures for generations to come.